Well, thank you very much for joining us on this first podcast with Reflects Now. Today, I'm joined by Garima Jain, who is someone that I've known for several years. She is a beautiful human being who is also a meditation coach, a life coach, and counsellor. And we'll be talking a little bit more about how she does that and what she does and how it's touched her life and other people's during our podcast. So welcome to Reflects Now today.
Thank you so much, Julie, for inviting me on this platform.
It's a pleasure. And to have you as my first interviewee is just a wonderful thing to share. We've shared many things, and this is another beautiful experience. Reflex Now is about reflexive education. And the podcast has become something that reflects on life. And in particular today, we are focusing on the meditation aspect of your experiences. Going to start off by looking at the idea of sharing forwards. Sharing forwards idea comes from this notion that we have things in life that are beautiful and amazing, but often it can be a battle online to get that heard and get that shared with others. And it can be done by strangers or it can be done through marketing. Whereas sharing forwards is a very natural, organic process that can be done with love and connection with others. And David and I happen to have an app that works with that called Scale. And it's a beautiful idea that you can post projects, you can post with many if you so wish, and you can also thank each other and see how beautiful those connections are. So based on that idea of sharing it forwards, I would like to ask you, Garima, what would you like to share with other people today?
Mm. I would like to share about meditation with gratitude practice with other people. So, actually, what I feel when we start to do meditation with gratitude practice, it's like our life magically change. It's like a icing on the cake. So, actually, when you because we are having so many thoughts all the day, 70 to 80,000, 60 to 70,000 thoughts. And mostly we are thinking about either our past life or worried about our future. So, once we start to do meditation practice, we declutter our thoughts. And once we started to having less thoughts, we started to get cosmic energy from the universe. And then it helps to reduce our stress, anxiety, our memories get sharp, and we can make good relationship with others. It is very beneficial for our health as well. Whatever we are getting, health issues, they are mostly psychosomatic. So you once you start meditation practice, you are mostly live in mindfulness, and just your journey and life journey becomes change. Like,
So you become clearer in your focus and
right.
you enjoy being present with others. So that builds and fosters a really good, healthy relationship with yourself, but with other people as well. And I think everybody that's listening would love to experience that in life. And often people actually seek that in their lives because they feel there's something missing, even. Some people would call it that. So, how is this idea of gratitude with meditation, rather than just meditation on its own or just gratitude on its own? How is that such a useful thing for other people? How can it be such an important thing in their lives?
Yeah, what I feel, because our every human brain wiring is like that. Since childhood, we are uh, what we are seeing, where we are lacking. We always like whatever we are having, we don't feel gratitude for that, and where we are lacking, we start to live in complain mode. Oh, I'm worrying about this thing. So what happened once we start our gratitude practice? Like, we are taking lots of things taken for granted, right? So like we are having clean water to drink, food, good food, nutrients, nutritious food on the table, but we are not very much grateful about that. I just think, oh, just we are since it is in our subconscious mind since our childhood that we need to say thank you, but this is only we are telling on the upper level of thank you things, right?
Mm.
But if we are telling this with the feelings, because feelings are the fuel, yeah, feeling is the fuel. So when we are telling this thing with so much like feeling that, oh wow, I am having this, we are appreciating the things which we are taken for granted: food, clothes, our house, cars, our job, our family, all the things.
Mm.
So then automatically we shift our energy
Mm.
and we are going upwards. Like if we are living in the complaint mode, our vibrations are in lower side. But if we are living in the gratitude mode, very thankful for everything, then we are obviously we are going to vibrate on higher vibrations. But the thing is, we are not able to concentrate on that because our brain wiring is like that. We need to take out the faults in everything, right?
Mm.
Once we start meditation and gratitude practice, because with meditation we got clarity and we are just concentrating on our breath, and because of that we are reducing our thought. And with meditation, when we start gratitude practice, so the feeling are absolutely in the different level. And
Mm.
with that we can be like work like magically, we can manifest
Mm.
anything in our life.
Mm.
Whatever we want, we don't need to sit and to do for manifestation. We are just attracting the things. We become a huge magnet with gratitude and meditation.
It's such a different experience in life, isn't it? And it's so wonderful. I mean, David and I started doing a little gratitude kind of process, which was from the heart. So every day in the evening meal, we will say what we're grateful for, which is about something in our life, or it's about each other as well. And that just has such a beautiful way of aligning you both, and also you being open to that. When, as you said, in life, human beings can be drawn to the negative, it's nice to reset that, to remind yourself of the so many positives, because there are so many. We're never lost for something to say. It's always something just amazing and beautiful. And it can be something, as you said, just something that's part of our routine or something part of our everyday life, but we overlook, we kind of, as you said, take for granted. So I can really resonate with that being such and with meditation, the two together is such an important thing for people, an important shift, an important change that they can experience in their life with themselves and with others. How would you say your life has transformed? And how do you feel that transformation, that change for you, that beautiful experience for you, has helped other people?
Yeah, actually what happened mostly, what we do, whatever things happened in our past which were not nice, which we are hurted, people who are hurted us, so we are always living in that memories, right? All the
Mm.
time, oh, what, this was not right with me, and and you are not able to let go, forgive them, because letting go and forgiving things are like, it's a very courageous thing. Mahatma Gandhi once said that no one, like, if you are a weak person, you are not able to forgive. So
Mm.
yeah, and if you are very strong person, you are able to let go things and forgive. So
Mm.
what happened, like because of this, all the past life things, whatever things which we have got hurted, so we are mostly thinking about that. And
Mm.
because of that, all the time we are having so much negative things inside us and clutter.
Mm.
Like would like to give you an example. Like if we want to clean our, like if I want to buy a new sofa in my house, so what I have to do, I need to get rid of my old sofa, right?
Mm.
make space in my house, right? And we always clean our house, yeah, yearly, very nicely, so that we declutter our house, so that it is nice and clean, and we
Mm,
can buy new stuff if we really want them. So like that, what happened with meditation, we release the things which are unwanted, which
mm,
are all the emotions which are unwanted, which are not good for us.
mm,
So, with the meditation, we are let go things, we start to forgiveness, and with gratitude, we are doing the things like with simple things we are doing gratitude. Very we are appreciating. So with this, you will suddenly you will come to know, oh, wow, what's like you are just when you are letting go the things and forgiveness. So suddenly you become like your body become your brain become very declutter, and the good
mm,
and the the cosmic energy and the positive energy, all the divine energies will come inside you. What happened, like in our spine, it the things which we need to release
mm,
once we are in meditation and gratitude practice is start to come out. So
mm,
once the negative energy will come out,
mm.
then we are having a space. Now we create this space, and the divine energy will go inside.
And what I've noticed when I've joined with you online, because you do online sessions for people, is that you feel lighter and you feel more at ease and at peace with yourself. And it does feel like a change, a release, a freedom even from those things to enjoy. And as you said, make space in yourself for really good, wonderful things.
Yes, absolutely right, Julie. Yeah.
So, in terms of that idea of gratitude and meditation, and as I said, I know you run your sessions online, which are amazing. You've mentioned to me previously about a gratitude journey, and I thought we'd take this time to explore that a little bit more because I think people that are listening would find that really interesting um, in how they could experience it in their own lives. So, if you'd like to explain that a little bit and share what your experience is and what you've experienced with others, that would be great.
Yeah, definitely, Julie. I would love to give the answer. Actually, I'm a life coach and counselor as well, and people come for meditation classes. So they are having lots of issues like in their personal life, professional life. So they discuss with me. So how to get rid of with that sadness, with that pain, with that anger, with that frustration. How should I release? Because I'm not able to forgive this all these things.
Mm,
So then how? And they are just in very much sorrow and in pain. So what I start with them, like I start to guide them that just start, because if I'm telling them right now that okay, you should start to do gratitude to them, say thank you, so no one will like to do that, right? Because they
mm,
are so much hurted. So first I started to work on their all the things which they are very grateful, they are happy with the things. So I start to tell them, okay, work on that, where
mm,
you are happy, if you are having very like good money energy in your life, money, and having good food, and you are having your healthy body, right? So
mm,
just to concentrate on your things, like you are having very like your hand are very like you are working with your hands, like cooking, cleaning, you are driving the car, you are using your laptop, phone, so just start to give gratitude to your hand and your feet, you are working with that, like dancing, walking, running. So just concentrate on the things which you are having,
mm,
and just start to give the gratitude, right?
mm,
And we start I start to teach them meditation as well, so that with that meditation and slowly with this gratitude practice, their energy start to increase, right?
mm,
Your energy is increasing, then people started to look the things whatever happened in their life in past and the person who hurted them. So their totally their angle has been changed to see that.
Yeah, it reminds me of the idea you're going from like rainy clouds and stormy clouds, which can be your anger, your frustration, hurt, all the way over to sunshine in your life and that warmth and that beauty. It just reminded from when you were talking, it just reminded me of that total difference and just an amazing change and shift.
So yeah, perfectly, absolutely right, Julie. So you gave a very good example.
Thank you. So
So
thinking about this, the shining aspect of that, in a previous conversation, you've talked to me about other people shining and this idea of shining, which ties in nicely with the idea of the sunshine we've just mentioned. Um, how do you feel you can inspire other people to shine, and what does that mean to you when you witness that in others?
yeah, I have seen some of the people like they are working on themselves, like they are doing very the things like they are meditating, they are in gratitude practice,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and they are not like they are able to let go, forgive. Their eyes are totally different, very shiny, sparkly. Their face is glowing, without any makeup. They feel that you see that, wow, amazing. Their aura is totally different, purified. So when we met this kind of people, it's like it's a wonderful experience. You
Mm-hmm.
feel so happy with their energies, when you are sitting with them, when you are talking with them. So once uh, the you are started work on yourself, you are doing work on yourself. Like what happened when you are meditating, you connect with yourself. Because what happened, we don't have any self love. What we feel, if someone is praising us,
Mm-hmm.
then we are good. If someone is admiring us, then we are good. Instead of that, if we started to see inside of us, we started to self love. Like, and self love is when we are connected with others, ourself, instead of looking outside. Yeah. What happens when things change inside you, things change around you.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Because
so
naturally, as human beings, we tend to think, oh, if I just buy this handbag, or if I eat some chocolate, or if I just do, we tend to look outside us to give us that feel good feeling, when really we should be looking within us and almost working on ourselves or thinking more about ourselves and how we can feel grateful within ourselves and use meditation to bring those good things out of ourselves.
yeah, yeah, perfectly. And even if someone is like, if you are in meditation, gratitude practice, you are working on yourself, you are connected. And even there are lots of other tools as well, some breathing techniques. And if you are working on yourself and you are connected with yourself, so what happens if something is not going right around you? If
Mm.
someone is very angry, shouting, or even some stressful situations are going on, but still, because being a human being, all the time we are having challenges all the time. But because when you are in this practice, and so you won't be able to come to know that the challenges are here, but you are coming very nicely out
And
of
that
it. Yeah.
That takes a lot of bravery, I think, to look at yourself in that way, quite honestly, and almost it's like stripping away anything else you might, pretend that you're happy or some people put a professional face on or, act differently. But when you take all that away and you think, what's really going on for me? You need some courage to face that, I think, within yourselves. But there's so much beautiful things that come from that it's worth doing, but it can be quite a challenging period, which you, as a counsellor, and with your courses and with your interactions with other people, I know help an awful lot of people with. So, for you, what is your next project that you feel you are doing courageously and will fulfill you? Because I know this last year or so, a couple of years, has been a really fun-filled, action-packed, but very rewarding time for you. I wonder what's next on the horizon.
Yeah, actually, I I'm so looking forward to do more and more things for myself and for my friends and relatives and for community. So, and I feel so happy whenever I do this thing. So, and I'm a mother of two children. So, yeah, at the moment, yeah, my son's exams are going on and quite busy time. And so I'm just looking for, like, I'm taking online meditation sessions every fortnightly at the moment, and taking some gratitude workshop which lasts for 32 days. And so I'm going to start very soon. And uh, and other things, like, I'm doing already, I'm a life coach, I'm counseling people. And after, like, whenever I get time in future, like in a year or so, I would like to visit the places
Mm.
whole right, yeah. And that will be like my spiritual like some camp. And and after that, I'm thinking to start some retreat as well here, because some of my students, they are asking, yeah.
Yeah, retreats are incredible. I did a very short one. I've done one over a weekend many years ago. But I
uh,
often ask myself, or I've never gone back to something like that. But yeah, in terms of the peace and in terms of that space, physically and mentally, and for you to be leading that, I think would be a phenomenal thing for you and for them to take part in. So there are many things for your spiritual development and for the spiritual development of others, which will be real kind of milestones, real things that are amazing things for you going forwards. So that they all sound incredible. So obviously, your life has seen many changes, as people of our ages often have experienced. A lot of things have happened. We've lived quite a lot of life well, and we grow with our wisdom with that and spiritual journey as well. So, which life experiences do you feel have helped you become the person you are today and what you're doing today and what you share with other people today?
hmm. Yeah, I would like to say about sometimes, like, if you are having everything very nice in your life,
Mm,
it's really hard to do, to go in meditation. And, so
mm,
if something happens in your life, like you are not able to cope up, then this kind of things comes up in your, and you. So I would like to say about my, yeah, childhood journey. So yeah, I was very having very good childhood, lovely parents and siblings. And I was very bright student, actually, in academically, even in sports, and even in other activities like dance, debate, essay competition. So everywhere I used to get first prize. And I was really a blessed, I would say, blessed child, that I have got so much love from my all the teachers. I was their favorite student of all the teachers. So yeah. And I did my higher education, everything. And then uh, I did masters in environmental sciences. I thought, okay, I will be an environmentalist. But suddenly I started my PhD as well. But then I got married, and suddenly my life changed after my marriage. Like earlier, I was like confident girl. I used to perform on stages and everything. But some challenges came. Lot of challenges came after my marriage, and because of that, my confidence broken down. And
mm.
I was like that. What happened that, if someone is going to give me a mic, and if they say that, okay, you need to speak something in front of people, so I used to feel, oh, I will cry. So I was not that courage.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a big change, isn't it, for you to experience and go through?
Yeah. And suddenly what happened, 5 6 7 6 7 years ago, my husband got very much uh, ill. So because of that, my children were young that time, and they were having their exams and difficult exam times and everything, and our house situation was very like stressful. He was very very unwell, and because of that, we were in like very much, um, we became, uh, I'm not able to explain, but yeah, you can understand that lots of issues started then, financial, and if you are not so emotionally, we all were broken down, and that
Mm,
kind of thing came, and it was really hard time,
mm,
that how to manage my husband and my children and myself.
mm,
I was totally not able to understand how to deal with that. And
mm,
suddenly I got an inner call that time, because at the same time, because we live in UK, and same time my father was also unwell in India, and it was like his last, he was going to leave the his physical body. So that time it was really hard situation, and I thought, how will I, what should I do so that I can deal with everything? And then suddenly I got an inner call to do meditation. And for that, I really wanted to know the story when I was like 17 or 18 years old. Actually, my father used to do meditation. And once he asked, that time I started my graduation and it was summer holidays. So my father asked me to, if you would like to go to in the meditation Vipassana camp with me. So I said, okay, I will go. And it was 10 days camp, and it was with the founder, Goenka ji is the founder of Vipassana. So that time we did with this Vipassana camp, meditation camp with him.
mm.
So just for 10 days I did. I felt very nice. But after that, again, I didn't do any meditation, nothing at all. And suddenly, when my life was in a mess, right, so suddenly it came in my mind that, oh, I should start this.
That's
And
incredible, isn't it? How something from so far back comes back to you, and something at the time you didn't really think a lot about comes back. It's almost like visit you like an old friend and says, oh, perhaps this is something you need right now.
yeah, absolutely. And even I would say, we need to, like, if there is a foundation, like we should give, every parent should give some good values to their children in their childhood. So at that moment they are not doing this kind of things. Even I never did it, but
Mm,
when I felt in my time that, oh, I really need it, so it will be very very much beneficial in the future if we are giving some this kind of values.
mm,
So yeah, so it really helped. Then I started my meditation. By I just sat down and started, and slowly I started to feel happy. And that time I started to feel so happy that I'm feeling that, oh, I'm dancing, that kind of feeling all the time. I'm bliss and enjoyable situation.
That's such a transformation, isn't it? From where you were to where you
Yeah,
brought yourself to, which took a lot of bravery and courage and a lot of reflecting for you to be able to do that. And just, it's beautiful for me as someone who's known you for several years to experience and to see, and that you will share it with me, but also with other people that are listening, because I feel something like that is so many people can it can resonate with them. They can understand what you're talking about, but may be stuck in a place that isn't so good. But through what you've shared, they might think, oh, I could do that. That could work for me.
yeah. And surprisingly, that time my kids used to see me and they used to think, we are having so much worrying situation in our house, and why mom is so happy without any reason. So, and because of that, I was like, lots of challenges were there, but
Mm,
I could pass, like, have gone through with them very easily with
mm,
the
mm,
meditation, right?
mm, 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 mm.
So with the meditation, and then after a few years I started to do this gratitude practice. So slowly I'm just learning new things. And and now what's happening, whatever comes in my life, I'm just trying to, with the gratitude practice and meditation, I'm, because as a human being, again, sometimes I go in that, oh, what's happening, but
Mm,
suddenly now I know I need to shift my awareness to the right thing, not the
mm.
negative thing. And so now, like earlier, I used to take few months to get out from the thing. Now it takes just few hours and few seconds, sometimes few minutes.
Wow, that's an incredible thing to share, to experience yourself, but also to share with other people. Because again, there's lots of listeners, I'm sure, that experience something in life which does make them feel very different, perhaps negative or low mood or sad, maybe even depressed. And it takes them a long time, as you said, from days to weeks to months to come out, emerge from that, to feel the sunshine again. Whereas you're saying with the techniques that you've learnt and you use with the gratitude and the meditation, it shortens that time and it means you can live your life fully rather than have almost missed out on your life because of those negative feelings. And that's very powerful for people to hear and know that that's a possibility to have those connections, deep connections with yourself. Um, as you said, this idea of sort of feeling like dancing is amazing, just to feel that sense of bliss and happiness. It's an incredible thing. And I think you explained it in such a human way that it doesn't mean the problems or issues have gone away. It just means they're there and we're better equipped to tackle them and to deal with them in a more healthy way for ourselves and for other people.
Yeah. Yeah, truly.
Well, I think a conversation today has been an incredible time that we've shared.
Yeah,
We've
yeah,
been present
Julie.
with each other for this period
Mm,
and we've covered so many things. And I think for me, that idea that we can all make a significant change in our lives with just more awareness, with more focus, more attention, learning things, as you said, through the meditation and gratitude that empower us going forward to have a healthier and better life. And importantly for me, you made it very clear it's about ourselves first and foremostly, not in a selfish way, but just in checking in with ourselves and thinking about ourselves and where we're at and what we can think about in a positive way. And then being able to share and with others, but also cope with life's challenges in a much more healthy way.
yeah, true, Julie.
So I thank you so much for sharing that.
Yeah.
And returning to the idea at the start, I'd encourage other people that listen to this to share our podcast today with others. Um, in a beautiful way, with loving care and thoughtful consideration that people who will be interested or it can change their lives or help them set them on that path to make those wonderful changes would be great. We have an app that does that, but people can share it however they feel. Um, and I'm just so happy that we are still in touch with each other and we have really nice conversations with each other. And I'm blessed to have you in my life to be able to share this first podcast with and to produce this first podcast with, because it has been a joy, which I thought it would be, but it's been such a joyous experience. So I thank you for that.
I'm very grateful to you, Julie, as well, because you know how we met. You are my son's school teacher. You teach, you taught
Yeah.
me, and how you helped me. So after 20 years of my, when I left my education, 20 years, like 25 years ago, and after I got married, suddenly I thought, no, uh, I need to work on my things again. So I was looking for work, and so I thought, okay, I need to give exam, and suddenly you said, okay, yeah, I will help you. So you taught me things, and because of that, I clear my exam in first go. So in the late age, it's really very hard to do the exam. So And we got a lovely connection,
We always smile, we always have a laugh, and
Yeah.
there's always the warmth there. And I think, that's a beautiful, genuine thing between us and something we've shared with other people today. And I'm really hoping our relationship, as well as what we've talked about today, is something that inspires them going forwards to develop the connections with other people themselves. And I wish everybody well that's listening to this. And please do share with us how these experiences are and how they go forwards. As you said, it's about living in the present moment and not worrying or thinking a lot about the past or thinking too much about the future that cause you worry, but
Yeah.
just being here, right here and now.
Yeah. And once we are living in our present moment and enjoying the present moment, and our future will automatically very good, because we have started to enjoy the moment. And
Yes.
what the universe does, uh, it matches the frequency. So if we are in happy frequency, the universe will send the things which makes more happy. You
And
know.
we can all enjoy
Yeah.
happiness for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
So that's our podcast ended for today. We will surely do another one in future because I'd love to do another one with you in future. And I hope lots of people, it reaches their hearts and minds
Yeah.
with medication and gratitude.
Thank
Um,
you, Julie. Thank you
so
so
thank
much for inviting
you.
me.
My pleasure. My pleasure. And thank you to everyone that's listened.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye.